Hey, my crafty witches, who wants to make this ghost with me? I'll even show you how to add some extra oomph to the witch's hat with a ruffle. We're just going to take this bulb cover. It's maybe the type that you see in a fan, a ceiling fan or whatever, but I was able to get this at the ReStore. You can usually find them for a quarter up to $1, probably no more than $2 ever at any local ReStore that you can find. We're going to use this as the body of our ghost. We will be applying this hat here from Dollar Tree, and it is pretty poor looking, so we're going to spruce that up quite a bit for this ghost here. And then we're going to use some ribbon. Of course, we've got our eyes cut out, and then maybe just some Halloween embellishments. We'll see when we get there what it's looking like. Now, it's really hard to apply ribbon around and make it fit very well when you're trying to go around an object, but I've got a very cute hack that's going to work out perfectly with this ribbon here, and I'll show you how to do it. First thing I'm going to do is decide the width that I want my ribbon to be, because I don't think I need all of this. I think it's just a little bit too wide. So I'm just going to cut that in half. I'm going to cut a pretty substantial piece because what we're going to do is make a ruffle out of this. It's very simple. I'll walk you through the steps. I think you'll be surprised at how easy that is. So first off, I'm going to get this ribbon trimmed up. And now I'm going to trim off this side because we don't need a wired ribbon for what we are going to do. We're going to make this into ruffles. It's very simple to do it. You just need a needle and thread. You start at one end, and then you just do basically large stitches. I think some people might call this basting. But as we go through here, then we're going to be able to pull that into a ruffle. So hopefully this will work. Let's try it out and see. Now, if you don't want to go through this process, you can just use twine. Be really cute. You can tie string around much easier than you can tie ribbon. I've just basically had a vision for this hat because otherwise our ghost is kind of plain and her hat is really her only fashion statement. So I've had a plan for this hat and I really want to make it look cute. But you can do however you want. You can just do twine, you can do string, you can even do pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners form to shapes very well. So you could do anything. You do not have to take this route that I'm taking. That's the great thing about crafting, is I show you ideas and then you just take it and run with it and make it your own. So I'm going to finish going all the way to the end of this so that we can make a ruffle here. So I ran that stitch all the way through this ribbon, and now this is where the magic happens. I'm just going to take that string. The other end was knotted. And we're just going to start pulling. And look how cute this is. We're actually making a ruffle. Just keep working that down. So there we go. I've got it all gathered, and I burned off some of those little stray strings. And now we're ready to attach it to the hat. And you'll see that now, with the little ruffles, they will adhere right to the curve of the hat. Whereas before, that wasn't working. So I'm going to glue this on. And we'll come back and finish up this cute hat. Now I've applied the ribbon around the hat, and as you can see, it fit perfectly to go in a circle. So just remember, anytime that you're trying to wrap a ribbon around a circle or a round object, it's much easier to just make yourself a ruffle. Now what I want to do is stuff some fiberfill. You can use an old pillow, or the craft stores have this, but I'm going to stuff this hat full because I want it to stand up to the embellishments that I'm going to apply. So I'll stuff that right up, get it full, then we can do the fun part, which is embellishing. So I've got the hat stuffed. That's going to stand up really well to the decorations that I want to put on it. And I think I'm liking the fact that I want her hat to be a little cockeyed. I feel like she's a little diva witch ghost. So I want her hat to have some style and be cocked sideways on her head. So I'll apply some glue right there to the hat and get that attached. Then we'll put the eyes on once we know exactly where the hat is going to fall. So I've placed the hat there on a diagonal. I really like it. Then once I placed the hat, I was able to put the eyes on because I wasn't sure exactly where they were going to go with the tilt of the hat. But now that we've got that hat on and those eyes, now comes the fun part. We're going to just embellish this right up and then put a light underneath, and our ghost witch will be finished. Now, like I said before, this is the fun part. We here at Charming Southern Sisters absolutely love to embellish stuff. So I've got lots of choices here. You know, we've got some raffia. I thought maybe black leaves would be cute up here on the hat. Whoops. Up here on the hat. We've got spiders, a little bit of glitter, some letters, some gem spiders, even a pumpkin. But this is where you take the craft and make it your own. I show you the basic item, and then when it comes to the embellishing and all of that, that's where you take it and do the craft exactly how you would want it to look. So I'm going to finish decorating this the way I choose, and then you can just do it exactly like that or run with your own creativity. And we'll have this ghost done right here in just a few minutes. So this is her, my diva witch ghost. I love her. I did some blinged letters that spell out boo with a couple more embellishments for her. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please check out our Facebook page, our YouTube channels. We have lots of Halloween ideas and fun things for every occasion. We'd love to have you join us. Until next time, so long.